Yeah. I don't know if you just froze up or if you're just like, that's just so terrible. I'm not gonna say a fucking word. It's just I gotta take a screen capture of this. What am I doing here?
Hear me. Oh, there you are.
Hey, Jesus Christ, though. I wish I could take screen captures. You're just like,
That was probably my reaction to it as well. You
yeah.
lost me after you said origin, and I didn't hear anything after that.
Oh man, fucking hell.
It was probably a lot.
Needless to say, it was terrible.
Long story short, bad. Hammer bad.
Yes, they were very bad.
Oh, man. Do you feel at all bad for him about the whole like how he went bankrupt and shit?
I, in a way, not really.
Because it sounds like he basically just outspent his means, is the way
Yeah,
I understand it. It doesn't. I mean, I don't really know because I didn't like keep up on it or whatever. But it doesn't sound like it was a situation where like management fucked him. It was more like, hey, I need to have a pool shaped like my cock. Like I don't know.
yeah. I need to have a gold-plated car, or I need
Yeah.
these 50,000 chains. I need 25,000 pairs of these custom-made fucking pants or whatnot. It's like, well, I mean, you're making X amount, you're spending X amount. Like, you're gonna go fucking broke.
Right. Right. Just do the balance sheet and you'll see. Something doesn't add up here.
Yeah, like something is kind of askew here.
And not for nothing. Like none of that shit helped you rap or make music any better without it. Like those hammer pants were not doing the trick. That's
No,
all I'm saying.
no. I mean, not only that. Like, you want to look at it this way. Look at Kiss, for example. Like, yeah, they made a lot of money in their careers, but they also fucking saved it. They didn't outspend their fucking means or anything like that. They invested money. They put money back into their shows. They put money into like other things to help them. Like,
Mm.
he didn't do that. Like, I understand you want to have a nice house. Sure, I got you. You want a nice car. All right, I kind of got you. You don't really need $500,000 custom Lexus or anything like that. You
Right.
know, like there is nothing wrong with having like a fucking like $15,000 Toyota. Nothing wrong with it. It
Right.
gets you from point A to point B. You're fucking good. You want to customize it
Exactly.
after that? Fucking go ahead, go nuts. But Jesus Christ, man.
Exactly. Like yeah, I mean honestly if I got, super rich off of music or whatever, like I definitely would, I'd want to get a nice house, not like a super like huge mansion or anything, but I'd want a decent house and I'd want to, make sure we have a nice car, although we do have a nice car right now. So I wouldn't be going out and getting like a fucking Mercedes or a Rolls Royce or anything because I don't need it. And it's
No.
not going to help. I would invest in things that would help make my music career better, like better equipment. Maybe I'd buy some nicer guitars. Maybe I'd buy like an audio interface or something. Like basically, I would invest it. I would treat it like a business. You invest the money back into the kitty, so to speak, so that you can improve your business. Is how I would look at it.
Yeah, like
But
I would assume like in that nice house there would be like maybe a room in like maybe the basement or like somewhere in there where it'd just be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this into a studio.
oh yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
And in fact, we were entertaining the idea. I think I told you off air, maybe on air, but we were entertaining the idea of actually moving into Liz's parents' house for a little while. That actually ended up not working out. It's going to fall through for various reasons, but
No.
ultimately, like that's I was thinking like, oh, I would take a section of like the basement and make that my studio where I can go in there and play drums or do whatever I want, and it'd
Yeah,
be fucking badass.
that would be, but you know,
And I mean, it's all using my existing equipment and shit, but like I said, if I got like super rich or whatever, I wouldn't be going out and buying cars and houses and things like that. I'd be buying better equipment, microphones, guitars, audio stuff. Like that's what I'd be going and spending my money on,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah, man, like that's like,
But I've always been a frugal Frank.
hey, I will do the fucking impressions around here, motherfucker.
Gimmick infringement.
see, see, man, here's the thing. Like, I don't write music, so I'm not stepping on your fucking dick doing your fucking shtick.
We don't like swim in your toilet. We don't like pee in our pool.
Moving on, because clearly you haven't learned. This is a guy who doesn't get it.
Was that Madden?
Yeah.
Nice. I love Kelly Indo. Not to digress here, but I love Kelly Indo's impression of Madden, just because
Like,
the way he explains it, like Madden just explains shit and gets lost, and
yeah,
oh
just
my,
takes like
I
three
love.
right turns and just forgets where he goes. That's how you win a football game.
It's like, yeah, sure, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
man,
he's a cool guy when I met him.
you met Madden?
Not Madden. No, no, no.
Oh,
God no.
Caliendo.
God no. No,
Do you
Caliendo.
not
No.
give a shit about? You say God no. Do you don't give a shit about Madden?
No, I don't. I don't like. I don't. Here's the thing, man. Like, I don't get the attraction with like Madden. Like, yeah, he won a Super Bowl with the Raiders. That was it. I think he was a coach for maybe like 5 years, something
Hmm.
like that. And then everybody's just going nuts for him because like his play-by-play and the Madden video game franchise is like okay. Um, what is the big attraction with fucking Madden? Like I don't get it. Somebody fucking explain it to me.
I think it is honestly largely to do with the game franchise. And I'll be honest, I've never played really any Madden game ever because I'm not really big into football.
Right, but
But like
here's
from what I understand, the Madden games are like where it's at when it comes to football games.
not really. So
You disagree?
recently it's just become a lot of like microtransactions and like they would just
Mm,
basically like reskin everything from like the previous year and just import it into the next version, take away some things, add like one maybe new thing.
sounds like WWE.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, in the '90s, Madden was hot shit. Like that was like the game to have when it came to football games.
Yeah, but
But maybe he just got they got lazy. But
yeah, but here's also the thing. Like, I don't think Madden has a fucking thing to do with those games.
probably not,
Like,
except for his voice. Like that might be where it ends.
no, I don't even think he does like voice work for it anymore. Like, yeah, back in the day, like, okay, yeah, he would do like voice work for it. Sure, cool, but like, it's essentially he's just like slapping his name on a product and that's it. Like, they're paying like he's essentially like a Donald Trump in fucking football video games. Just
Uh,
he has nothing to do with it, but we're gonna slap his name on it because fuck it, it could make money.
and he's gonna get the money and the credit for it.
Yeah, like they got to pay him for using his name, right? Like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name.
absolutely they do.
Like I don't think they've used his likeness in I don't know how long.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like recently it's just been one of those things where like like at least like the last like 10 years that I can think of, like they've just been throwing a player on the cover of the game.
Which really what they should do because it's really not about Madden. It's about the players and the game. Like Madden's just a commentator now, like and has been. Not even now.
No,
He
not
doesn't
even no,
commentate anymore.
dude. He hasn't commentated in like almost 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah, like him and
So yeah,
Pat.
get him the fuck off the cover.
Yeah, like him and Pat Summerall. Like they retired.
Hmm.
Just fuck it. They're like, well, we don't need to work. You know, they're getting
We got
older.
these
Fuck,
video game franchises.
goddamn video games, pal.
Ah.
um,
Yeah, WWE like really pissed me off with their shit too because like it seems like every game they release is sort of like what you said about Madden, where they like reskin stuff, maybe add a couple new characters to the roster, but they didn't really change the games all that much. It was basically the same shit with a new paint job, and it's like, who gives
yeah,
a shit?
and like every year, it's pretty much like, oh, this is our biggest roster ever. It's like, well, yeah, because you guys keep adding more and more people, and you're not like establishing the people that you have right now. Maybe like a few of
Mm.
them that you like hold up on the pedestal, like Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns. Other than that, like it's like, well, shit. It's what are we doing next week? Well, I don't know. We got these two new guys. All right, let's push them. Let's see what they can do. They didn't work out. Okay, let's get them out. Let's get somebody else in here.
How are you feeling about AEW? Because I don't really watch wrestling nowadays, but one thing that I heard from Good Mike Work, the guy who I sometimes watch on YouTube,
Hmm.
he's saying basically like AEW is very faction heavy, but the thing he likes about it is that it gives people the opportunity to get over that might not otherwise. And I see his point. Like if you think about Attitude Era in WWF, they were fucking faction crazy. But that's how you got people like The Rock and Road Dogg, because where did they start out? In factions like DX and Nation of
Well,
Domination. So
So,
It makes sense. And the other thing he pointed out about AEW is that unlike WWE, everybody in AEW has a story. Now, it might not be a good story, but then again, once again, look back at the Attitude Era and we had fucking Mae Young giving birth to a hand, for examples, or
true.
Val Venus getting his, his dick chopped off. So, like, again, stupid, but at least everybody had a story.
Yeah. I don't because I haven't watched AEW in I don't know how long. It's kind of
Hmm.
weird, like with my TV and like the cable package we have, in the sense of like I can't watch it live, but I can watch it on demand. This is one of those things.
That's
Like if I
weird.
yeah, because if I put on TNT, it's like, oh hey, you need to subscribe to this channel, herper derpeter. But if I go put it on demand, it's like, okay, here you go. Like, hmm,
That is so fucked up.
that is fucked up.
Now, what about WWE? Like, do you still have the WWE Network? Or, well, I mean, now it's going to Peacock. You have Peacock?
I never had the network.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did at one
Nope,
point.
never did.
Oh, shit. Are you going to get Peacock or no?
Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I've heard a lot of shit about it, like a lot
Yeah,
of problems with it.
I mean, there's problems. They're censoring content on it too. It's like
Yeah.
even Brian Pillman's kid was just like, my dad's promos are never gonna air on Peacock. There's a couple laughing emojis, a couple crying emojis. It's like, I get it.
Yeah. And yet at the same time, I've heard that they've accidentally let slip Chris Benoit's name in a few descriptions and shit like that. So it's like
Yeah,
they're editing, but they're not being super careful about it. So it's like, guys,
yeah, but it's
what?
yeah. I don't know. It's
I would really love for like somebody to release like the back like a WWE network, but not edited. Like leave Benoit in, leave all the shit that you like, just leave everything as it was. Like the way it aired on pay-per-view or the way it aired on TV back. Like just let it like who why are people so fucking butthurt about it? Like I get it. Like Chris Benoit did terrible shit and like no, we don't want to support him or anything like that, but can I please go back and watch like for example the match that he had with Brett as a tribute to Owen? Because that was a good fucking match, and it was a tribute to Owen, and I'd really just like to watch that match. Fuck Chris Benoit, but I love Brett, so I kind of want to watch that match, you
here's
know?
the thing. I have that match on DVD. So if you want, next time we hang out, we'll watch it.
Oh, true. Oh, I've watched it. I just mean like if I it would give me incentive to subscribe to Peacock or to WWE Network if it was available, but it's
Yeah,
not.
but
And that's
I
not the only match either that features Benoit that I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to watch. Like think about Benoit in WCW. Benoit did some of his best stuff in WCW,
he did. I
and
did.
yet you're never gonna fucking see it.
Let's see his WrestleMania match against Michaels and Triple H. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good match.
yeah.
Probably one of his best ones was him and Chris Jericho versus Triple H and Austin for the tag titles.
I don't know if I even saw that one.
That was on Raw. Like you're just like, man, this has got pay per view written all fucking over. But that's the one where Triple H like blew out his knee and shit.
Hmm. He
Uh,
pulled the Kevin Nash for his quad. No. Just by moving at like 3 inches on the ring ropes, like, oh my quad, dude, you were thinking. Yeah, it happens.
yeah. Yeah. You should see what happens when I fart. Oh shit, there goes my other quad. I laughed too hard.
What are you, Vince McMahon? Jesus.
um, but no, man. Like in a way, I can kind of see like the other argument of it, though, in the sense of like, if they do put it back on there and they're just like, hey, we have the Chris Benoit matches, it's like, well, okay, they're making money off of his name now, and
Yes and
that could be,
no.
I'm saying, like, I'm just saying, dude, I'm saying here, that could be
I
a
mean, at the same time, they have fucking Snuka up there, and Snuka was a murderer. Like, they're making money off that motherfucker.
yeah,
That's not much better, you know?
no. But here's the thing that's kind of fucked up too, in the sense of like they got, I think, what was it, like $1 billion for this deal for like 5 years.
Did they? Holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's like $1 billion for like streaming rights for 5 years or something like that. Like that's the same deal that they had with Fox. Is 5 years, $1 billion.
Whew.
Now think about this, man. Like none of those wrestlers, like even though like WWE promotes like the network and like, hey, we're on Peacock, you can watch any match you want, pay per views and whatnot. Like they don't get any fucking royalties at all.
Mm. And no health insurance.
Yeah, no health insurance. Like that was kind of the thing. Like Jericho was talking about the difference of AEW and WWE in the sense that like he's like, look, with AEW, he's like Tony Khan treats us like we're on a team. There's like there's a bus, there's a team hotel, like our airfare is taken care of. He's like,
Hmm.
he treats us essentially like we're a traveling like sports team in that sense.
That's cool.
I'm like, all right, that's pretty badass. Whereas like WWE, it's like, well, no, you have to pay for your own hotel. We